Where can you find the best Mapo Tofu in the world? How delicious is it really? And how can we make this dish at home? All the answers are in today's video.
I'm Colin and welcome to my channel. Starting today, I'll take you on a journey to taste 100 famous Chengdu dishes and visit the top restaurants that serve them. I'll also help you to make these dishes at home. If you love food, you cannot miss this series. It's a great journey of Chengdu cuisine, and the starting point of this journey is a great Chengdu dish, Mapo Tofu.
Mapo Tofu was invented in 1862 by a woman named Chen Mapo. In Chinese, Mapo means a woman with pockmarked face. Chen Mapo was an expert in cooking tofu. Her tofu was cheap and delicious, and it became a favorite dish of many poor laborers. Today, according to the 100 famous Chengdu dishes list, we'll visit the birthplace of this dish, a restaurant called Chen Mapo Tofu, which is famous for making the most delicious Mapo Tofu in the world.
Chen Mapo Tofu is not just a tofu restaurant. Actually, it's a Sichuan restaurant that serves many classic Sichuan dishes, such as hui guo rou, the twice cooked pork, the kung pao chicken, and fu qi fei pian, husband and wife long slices. However, our goal today is not to try those dishes. We will visit their representative store in a later episode. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss any of the upcoming exciting content. Today we just ordered a plate of Mapo Tofu and a plate of kung pao chicken. Finally, it's here, our main character here today, the Mapo Tofu. You can see the green onion, the Sichuan peppercorn, and the chili flavor are tightly attached to the white cube. Okay, let me give it a bite. Sorry, give me 1 second. Wow. My first feeling is it's so hot. It's really hot. Then it's numbing, very numbing. I can still feel my tongue shaking. The spicy, the numbing sensation work together in your mouth, giving your taste buds a heavy blow. It's such a wonderful feeling. I think because of this stone part, it's still really hot, and as the spiciness fades away, you can feel the tofu's freshness, which is very delicious. And the beef mince on the top is also very fragrant, and it's spicy when you eat it. I think I have to have a bowl of rice. The Mapo Tofu is perfect with rice together. You can see the red oil from the tofu. It mixed together with the rice, and this is really fragrant. That's what our goal today. This is perfectly matched. The tofu and the rice perfectly match. I think this dish alone is worth a plane ticket to Chengdu. It's really delicious. This is our another dish, the kung pao chicken. It's also a very famous Chengdu dish. But today we won't go into too much detail about it because we will be visiting the restaurant that makes the best kung pao chicken in our future videos. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on the exciting video to come. Today has been an exciting day. In total, we spent 65 yuan, and for the Mapo Tofu, it was 22. It was really an amazing dish. If you got the chance, you absolutely have to come to Chengdu to taste this Mapo Tofu. It will definitely leave a lasting impression on you. But if you are unlucky you cannot come to Chengdu, what can you do? Maybe you can try to cook it in your kitchen. Now I'm in my kitchen and let's start the cooking. Today the ingredients we need are half kilo of tofu, which can be either firm or soft tofu. There's no substitute for tofu, so if you cannot get tofu, you might just give up. And we also need 100 grams of ground beef, but you can also use ground pork instead. And for seasoning, here we have some garlics and the Sichuan peppercorn powder, which are the soul of Mapo Tofu. If you really cannot get them, you can try using black pepper or white pepper instead, but this will make the dish very different. And we also need to prepare doubanjiang, the broad bean chili sauce. Even it is made from chili peppers, but it doesn't provide spiciness to the dish. It is the main source of red oil. If you try to substitute it with other chili sauce, you need to reduce the amount of chili powder. Otherwise the dish will be super spicy. And we also prepared the fermented black beans, which can provide a unique flavor to Mapo Tofu. You can also chop these two together so that it is easier to get the red oil and the fragrance of fermented black beans. In addition, we need to prepare some salt, sugar, and chicken powder. Each of them is 5 grams. If you don't have chicken powder, you can use MSG instead. And we choose the regular dried chili powder for this dish. And we also prepare the garlic sprouts, which we will sprinkle on the surface of the dish after it is done, making the dish more attractive and adding a refreshing taste. If you cannot find garlic sprout, you can use spring onions instead. And by the way, we also have starch water, which is a mixture of starch and water. It can make the soup stick to tofu. And alright, these are all the ingredients we need. Let's get started. Firstly, we boil a pot of water and add the salt. While waiting for the water to boil, we can start cutting the tofu into small pieces about 2 centimeters in size. We also need to chop the garlic. Put the cut tofu in the boiling water and cook for about 2 minutes. Let's heat the pan with the oil. And let's add the ground meat and stir fry it. Here we must fry the meat until it is totally dry. Now the meat looks like dry and crispy, and then we should turn down the heat to the lowest, and we add the doubanjiang into the wok, and also the fermented black bean, and the garlic, and all the chili powder, and half of the Sichuan peppercorn powder. We must stir fry it with the lowest heat, otherwise it may get burned. After a while, you will see the red oil, like this, and then we can add the water. About 200 milliliters. And now let's turn up the heat to boil the water. At this point, we can also add the chicken powder and the sugar. Look at the beautiful red soup. That's the secret of the frequency. After the water boils, we can add the tofu. Be careful at this step, you should not stir fry it, otherwise the tofu will break apart. So here we should gently push it in the wok. Look at the beautiful tofu. We should boil it like this for about 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes of cooking, we can prepare to thicken the soup with starch water. Before adding the starch water, you have to make sure that the starch and the water mix well. And then add 1/3 of it. And gently push the tofu. Now you can see the soup gradually become thick. Then we add another 1/3 and repeat the same step. Gently push it. As the soup becomes thicken and thicken, all the flavors are tightly attached to the tofu. Finally, we add the remaining starch water and push it again. Well, looks beautiful. Great. Okay, then let's turn off the heat. It's almost done. Finally, we sprinkle the chopped garlic sprout and the Sichuan peppercorn. And gently mix them together. And our Mapo Tofu is done. It should be really good.
If you don't have the opportunity to visit Mapo Tofu in Chengdu, then try making Mapo Tofu in your own kitchen. In the next episode, I'll take you to taste another famous Chengdu dish, Huiguorou, the twice cooked pork. Be sure to follow my channel. Keep eating, keep exciting, and see you next time.